guys. Thank you for watching Marquela the Life Speaker, where we help cure those hearts. On today, we are talking about you do love. Don't let anyone confuse you. You know what? That is a good one. Because sometimes people will try to confuse you. But you know who you are. God planted love in every single one of us. And sometimes we don't feel like we are love, but God planted that in every single one of us. Sometimes we forget that God did that. God was the one that brought his love originally to the city. And we forget that. You know, we look at the bad things versus God's love. And so today is going to be very, very, very gentle, because the topic talks about pretty much it all adds up. You know what I'm saying? Because God, he's such a wonderful person. Every time I think about the things that he's done for me, you know, we're not perfect. We're humans. But when I pick up and I read something, devotionals, and I write, it just seems like this man, he really feels like my dad. But really love God because of the things that he's done. He's created such a wonderful world. We just have to see that. We just have to see it. So, of course, we're going to go to our goal plan. And remain still. Now, number 1, go to what's more important. Think about it. When you're remaining still, what's more important to you? For me, for instance, it's very important that I get up off my feet. It's been over 2 years now, and I'm realizing that I need to get up off my feet because I don't want my kids to live life saying that they can't afford this, and then they go out on the streets and get it their own because I didn't have that. A last thing a parent wants is for their kids to be out on the streets because they didn't have certain things. I want to be able to impact my kids' life, to let them know that I got everything. You don't have to go out there and do anything. You don't have to sacrifice your life. You don't have to do anything like that because I got you. It's important as a parent that whatever you're doing, it's not for you, it's for a whole legacy. And so, Marquela the Life Speaker, we help care those hearts. This business is pretty much eye care center. You know, I'm pretty much sharing a whole legacy with other people and letting them know that there's someone out there who cares. There's someone out there who actually knows what she's talking about because she's read about it. Sometimes in life, that's why you got to pick up a book and read it, because when you pick up a book, you'll learn. And the more educated you are on these things, then you'll know. It's very important to keep education on you. After I got out of college, I kept that education on me because it's important. It's important. You have to learn. You have to read. You have to keep studying these things because in life, you're going to need more than what the norm of people want. You're going to need education. And education is important. I think about Martin Luther King, and he had a dream that everybody would get back together. But also, because of his dream, it happened. Back in the days, we had to sneak read, you know what I'm saying? And so I think you should take advantage of everything that we are free, just in general, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of people are not looking at that. The things that we're doing right now, back in the days, we couldn't do. So you have to take advantage of those little things and not get beside yourself. You know what I'm saying? You got to humble yourself because you don't know what could happen. So my main goal in my life is to keep that education on me, because I'm trying to teach my kids that I don't want to be dying off and my babies didn't learn anything from me. I want my kids to learn. You know what I'm saying? I don't want them to live life just goofing off. And I definitely don't want my babies out on those streets because I couldn't afford nothing. I don't want that. And so if you don't want something, you're going to work hard to make sure it doesn't happen. Number 2, recognize. So I'm recognizing what's more important, and it's important for me to get up off my feet. It doesn't matter who supports me on it or not. I'm going to get up because my babies matter. And if I was to drop dead today, who's going to really be there on my behalf? There's quite a few people, but I'm just saying, you got to be serious in what you're doing. And for me, it's important that I get up off my feet. I don't want my babies living life saying I can't afford this, I swear. And I don't want them out on the streets. And I don't want them to praise the streets. And I don't want them to think that it's okay to be out there. I don't. Because it's not. There's other ways, and they can live life without no concerns or worries. I don't want them smiling, thinking it's okay to do something that's not what they're supposed to be doing. You know, we all make mistakes, but if we sit in it too long, it's going to be hard for us to get up. And that's where Marquella the Light Speaker comes from. She just pretty much encouraging people and letting them know that even though it may be hard for you to get up, you can. And so be true to yourself. Don't let no one ever confuse you. A lot of people try to confuse me, but we are different. And I just believe different. I see different. And I'm going to be that way. I'm going to be who I am. Because I think about it and I realize that these people are not going to be the ones to really, really care. You'll know a caring heart. You know that. So don't let anyone tell you what to do, especially if it's in regards of you really trying to get up off your feet. Don't ever let no one tell you what to do, because they wouldn't, whatever they're doing to you, they wouldn't do that to themselves. So you have to be firm in your life. You know, you got to be firm in everything you do. Make your own choices, even if it's not the right one, but be okay with the choices that you're making. Forgive yourself. Forgive yourself. Always forgive yourself. Protect your heart. Yes, you got to protect it. You have to protect your heart. I just said it. Don't let no one confuse you in who you are. Because when people are coming up to you and saying certain things, you have to ask yourself, do you see that in yourself? And keep going. Don't second guess yourself. Keep remembering the good times you spent with people, but you stay on course. So always remember those good times that you spent with all these people, while they coming and going. You got to keep picking up and you got to keep going because you can't sit for nobody. It's time to get up. And personal business, talk to the Lord about it. Not everybody that you're talking to will understand what you're talking about. But when you go to the Lord, He clearly understands you. That's why you should read the Bible, because the Bible is definitely, I've been reading it a lot, and when I read it, it's definitely got some good words. And not everyone will approve in what you're doing. Don't be discouraged. So, of course, not everybody will be into what you're doing. No. And so you got to not be discouraged, because when it comes to your goals and your dreams, that's not theirs. And it's just a lot of people who pretend to care. And so as long as you care about what you're doing, then you keep on caring. Because at this point, you are getting older and you don't got time to people please. It's either they want to help you or they don't. A lot of people, they're wishy-washy. But you just can't be wishy-washy with yourself. You can't do that. You got to stand firm in your life. Now, of course, I drew us something. Of course. And I'm going to read it. It says, of course, Marquella the Life Speaker. And I said, Dear God, hello, this is Marquella the Life Speaker. I want to thank you for continuing to guide me through anything that comes my way. Thank you for sending supplies my way. Everything I read in your gorgeous words honestly makes me feel like you're my daddy. Thank you for all your promises. Also, thanks for sending my daddy in my dreams. And then I just wrote little things here like, your dedication is what's getting you into those doors. Keep building your building. So cool while training, you're sharing. And then most importantly, I said, you know what God said. I want to share you guys this Bible. And this is in the book of Psalms. Psalms 27. Verse 1. The Lord is my light and my salvation. Whom shall I fear? The Lord is the strength of my life. Of whom shall I be afraid? When the wicked, even my enemies and my foes, came upon me to eat up my flesh, they stumbled and fell. Though an host encamp against me, my heart shall not fear. That war shall rise against me, and this will I be confident. One thing have I desired of the Lord, that will I seek after, that I may dwell in the house of the Lord all the days of my life, to behold the beauty of the Lord and inquire his temple. For in the time of trouble he shall hide me in his pavilion, in the secrets of his tabernacle shall he hide me. He shall set me up upon a rock. And now shall my head lifted up above my enemies around about me. Therefore will I offer in tabernacle sacrifice of joy. I will sing, yet I will sing praises unto the Lord. Hear, O Lord, when I cry with my voice, have mercy upon me and answer me. When thou sayest, seek my face, my heart said unto thee, Thou face, Lord, will I seek. Hide not the face far from me, but not thou servant away in anger. Thou hast been my help, leave me not, neither forsake me, O God of my salvation. When my father and my mother forsake me, then the Lord will take me up. Teach me thy way of the Lord, and lead me in a plain path because of mine enemies. Deliver me not over unto the will of my enemies, for false witness are rising up against me in such a breath of cruelty. I had faith unless I had believed to see the goodness of the Lord in the land of the living. Wait on the Lord, be of good courage, and he shall strengthen thy heart. Wait, I say, on the Lord. So, that is the book of Psalms 27. Wait on the Lord. So, again, we're coming out pretty fast again. I just wanted to say, continue to be who you are. Don't let no one confuse you and the love that you have for God. Everybody is different. Keep on being who you are. Being who you are will get you in those doors. I say it like this. You can only do so much. Never change yourself. Continue to keep going forth. Remain firm in your life. And you're going to be okay. Sometimes we think that we're not going to be, but as long as you're doing God's will and not your will, you're going to get there. I think that's what we forget, that it's not about us, because our flesh and our body is not even really ours. All of this is God's, and he created us to be wonderfully made, and he wants us to share our gifts. And so this is very powerful, to get on a YouTube channel and to tell all my stories like this. A lot of people don't do that. A lot of people don't even do God's work anymore. You know, it changed. But let them change, and you remain who you are. In this, thank you for watching Marquela the Light Speaker. We help cure those hearts. Definitely will be back tomorrow like every day. Again, thank you for watching me, and I will continue to keep going in this, and I'm never giving up. Because this program helps me. It really helps me, because I need to do this. I need to be able to understand that even when I'm at ends meet, I can continue to keep on doing something productive every day. And I am going to get up, because again, I do not want my children to be out on those streets because mama didn't have it. They're going out there and getting it. I don't want that. So if you want to avoid something, you have to work hard for it, so that you don't ever have to worry about your kids doing things they're not supposed to do. Don't want to see my kids locked up. Don't want to see my kids beat up. Don't want to see my kids that way. It's just important to be a parent. Once you be called to be a parent, you are a parent. You have a title on you. It's not about you, you know. It's about you and your family. You got to put on your mask and your family mask now. And if nobody understands that, that's on them. You're not for anyone to understand you. God's the only one that can understand you. But in this, take care of you, your body, your temple, and also take care of God's children. He says that, take care of my children. So make sure you're taking care of everything. Thank you for watching Marquela the Light Speaker. Have a very great day.